Well, hello internets, here we are. We have ourselves a little bit of a video. Well, recently I had a opportunity to go to the city of Edmonton. There was a doctor's appointment up there that I had opportunity to attend. Now normally during the winter months I don't go too far because of winter and not feeling too good. However, the person that, the appointment was for is a very special person that I wanted to make the effort to drive to this appointment. And as I'm going to the city, I am thinking in my head, when was the last time that I was in Edmonton? And, it's been a while. I try to go to the city once a year for sure. However, the last time I went to the city, I went to Saskatoon instead and was kind of disappointed with the store that I went to, where normally I go to Edmonton and I'm able to find what I'm looking for because, bigger center, and if you strike out at one store, they have 3 other ones just the same to go to. And driving around Edmonton in the winter on the ice, thinking to yourself, man, I'm sure glad that I put my good tires on the truck this year rather than running on the old summer ball tires that came with the truck that actually probably should have been changed out 2 years ago, but hey, that's kind of the way it goes. Driving around the city, watching the city drivers and how they behave and how they're in such a rush to virtually go nowhere, how they drive 45 minutes and an hour from the little bubble they live in to where they work, and they're all angry and stressed out and fighting traffic every day. And if you turn down a certain street in town, you see unfortunate people wrapped up in bundles of clothes sleeping on the sidewalks, and you kind of wonder, where in their life did society fail them that caused this chain of events to lead them down this path. I know there was a time in my life where I thought that I was going to be down that same road. However, because of this person and family members, they pulled me back out of it. So, I am here today. It was a very, very cold day when I went. I believe it was like minus 31 or something, and that is 31 Celsius. And we had just had a winter storm like the day before or so. So when you're driving on the snow on the highway, it was winter conditions, and you could see where people during the storm had hit the ditch in their vehicles because there's big ruts in the ditch as well as chunks of plastic and rubber and stuff from their vehicle that didn't get cleaned up, whether it was a tow truck that pulled them out or a buddy that pulled them out. But luckily we made it there. Everything was fine. You have winter driving experience from the last 22 years of driving, and you kind of put those to use, and here we are. Some people in the city, they got one thing on their mind. They just drive. They don't really seem to check their mirrors or signal. They just lane change and come over, and if they run you over, they run you over. If they hit you, they hit you. It kind of makes you wonder, how legitimate these people are with an actual driver's license, with actual insurance on their vehicles, or they're just gonna hit you and run the first chance they get. Well, as things kind of turned out, I didn't have to go into the doctor's office with the person I was driving. I waited in the nice warm truck, had the tunes cranked, had the heater going, and had me a nice little nap for 20 minutes, half hour. And when they come on out, well, we headed back to the gas station on the hill and then pointed her in the direction of home. One thing I did notice in the city is the air quality was a lot different than it is out here. Obviously, you know, you got a town of 30,000 people or a city of over 1 million people, you know, there's going to be air quality differences, and that's probably has a lot to do with it. And with the cold air being the way it is, the air is a lot more denser, so therefore the pollution doesn't seem to drive away like it does in the summertime. I've kind of noticed in the cities during different climates you can have different air quality. But I was so glad to be home. It was a long day. I didn't sleep well the day before. I had anxiety because of the drive, being the first time out of town in over a year. You know, what if the roads aren't good? What if the truck has problems? What if? And when with me, I like to have multiple routes planned on how to get to the appointment and how to get back out of the appointment and where to buy fuel. And because of the previous storm, I didn't get to do that planning because I was busy dealing with my own stuff, recovering from the storm that I felt coming in. And when that happens, I do lose a couple of days of sleep. And because it was a long day of driving, you know, well close to 6-7 hours, plus being awake already for, you know, probably 14-16 hours. It was a very, very long day. And I noticed on the way home, I'm so glad that I have cruise control. I kind of lock it in on cruise, and the truck does the rest for me. And as long as you're able to keep it between the lines, then everything is fine. Realistically, I probably should have went up there one night to come back the next day. If it was my appointment, I probably would have done it. But when you have another person that is on a schedule themselves, you very well can't delay them, because sometimes they've got a job or family commitments that they need to do. And for them to wait for you to drive them to recover, it would be just easier for them to get somebody else rather than inconvenience themselves with your issues. So because I wanted to help this person, because this person has helped me several times in my life, I did that and helped them out. So I got to go for a drive to the city, and well, everything was okay. But pretty much, guys, that's the end of this here vlog. I guess it was a good day. It is what it is, and around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.